Hey, it's Bill Simmons from the Bill Simmons Podcast. The NBA playoffs are here, and Michelob Ultra is getting you closer to the game than ever with courtside seats and more. Enter now at MichelobUltra.com/courtside. Michelob Ultra Superior Access Courtside 2024 to 2025 sweepstakes. No purchase necessary. Open to U.S. residents 21 or older. Ends on July 1st, 2025. Multiple entry periods. Visit MichelobUltra.com/superior access/courtside for free entry deadlines and official rules. Message and data rates may apply. Void where prohibited.
ChatGPT Plus is free for college students through May. Here's the thing. You've got a lot to do between now and then. Studying for finals, writing papers, trying to keep your life on track. And ChatGPT can help with all of it. It can quiz you for your econ exam, make a study guide from your French notes, plan out your meals and study breaks. It can get really specific on how you like to learn. It can even help you come up with ways to stop procrastinating. So from now until summer break, take advantage of all the ways ChatGPT can make your life easier. Restrictions apply.
Fellas, you know Degree Cool Rush deodorant, right? Well, last year they changed the formula, and guys were mad about it. One dude even started a petition. So guess what? Degree heard us, admitted they messed up, and brought the original Cool Rush scent back exactly how it was. And it's in Walmart, Target, and other stores now for under $4. So grab some and remember why its cool, crisp, and fresh scent made it the #1 men's antiperspirant for the last decade. Degree Cool Rush is back, and it smells like victory for all of us.
Shopping is hard, right? But I found a better way. Stitch Fix online personal styling makes it easy. I just give my stylist my size, style, and budget preferences. I order boxes when I want and how I want. No subscription required. And he sends just for me pieces, plus outfit recommendations and styling tips. I keep what works and send back the rest. It's so easy. Make style easy. Get started today at StitchFix.com/Spotify. That's StitchFix.com/Spotify.
Welcome to the Four Parks of Universal Orlando Resort, featuring the new Universal Epic Universe. With spectacular hotels, we offer a week of vacation excitement. Visit universalorlando.com.
Drink it in, man. Loyal, diehard, Detroit Koolaid drinkers. What's going on? It's your boy Okri here on the Detroit Koolaid Cast, coming at you, recording over the weekend. Extended holiday weekend. I know a lot of you guys are on the road, family, getting the barbecue going. So I'm just going to do a really quick Kool-Aid packet for you. And I got one thing on my mind for this show. And that's inside the den for the Detroit Lions. Where is it? What is happening? Like, I went down a wormhole recently and I watched... Gosh, I think one popped up on my YouTube feed, and next thing I know, I was searching for all these NFL teams, their drafts behind the scenes, their, 3-part series on building their franchise, and it was so awesome. Like, I'm just such a nerd and just love so much of the behind the scenes, the GM side, the team building, the things that we don't get to see, the player, like... It was just great video. So, of course, like I said, I went down the wormhole, watched a few too many, but where is the Lions inside the den? I think I pulled it up even, and like their last one was like over 2-3 months ago. They seem like they didn't do a draft episode last year. But great, the draft was in Detroit. How could... It seems like that's when you would do one. Like, what? We just got some random shots of the fans and some overview. Like, we didn't have any... thing that happened with Brad Always Open for Business Homes and Dan freaking Campbell for us to drink in last year. Are you kidding me?
Drink it in, man.
I mean, we need that with the double-sided cornbread.
Cornbread!
And here we are a year later, like, still waiting and still looking for an actual Inside the Den that's not a puff piece on Amon Ra's trip to Germany, or hey everyone, we got a few new coaches, let's do 20 minutes on that. That'll be like, the Detroit Lions have the best media group in the entire NFL. They've proven that. They've won awards. They pump out great content. They're always on top. They're positive. They put out great things about the team. We got great access to our coaches, players. The PR group's incredible. So why is the Inside the Den lacking and slacking? Why are we waiting 2+ seasons for one episode on the NFL draft behind the scenes? They put out something recently where Brad, always open for business homes, was reading mean tweets with people just going at the Lions about where is this, and dropping explicatives and just calling them out on every level. And they did that to be funny, saying that something is coming soon. I'm still waiting. I'm still looking. I still want to see the behind the scenes Inside the Den draft episode drop at some point. Hello? I mean, that's actual audio from the Detroit Lions media group when it comes to Inside the Den. All these other episodes, I mean, we're seeing trades being made. We're seeing them target players. We're seeing calls to prospects. The other thing I love about all these behind the scenes NFL videos is not only do the teams like feel like every pick they got the exact guy they wanted, they can't believe it. Oh, we're sweating it out. We didn't think we'd get you. Whereas a lot of these, I'm thinking, not only was that a reach, but like, I'm pretty sure that probably wasn't your ideal scenario. Drew it up months ago, had it locked in, and then it absolutely happened. So that's funny. The other thing that's side point is, you guys know I do some crazy, deep fantasy football dynasty leagues, and I swear you watch some of these and you just fall in love with the players, how the team's going to use them, what they say about him, how he's going to make an instant impact. So I got to be careful with that, because a lot of these, you really do take a guy that you were ho-hum on, or you heard some negative stuff and you watch the, Oakland Raider or Las Vegas Raiders, behind the scenes video, and you're just like, man, I love every pick they made, and Tom Brady there is incredible, and Pete Carroll's a leader of men, you'll fall into these traps. But I'm just here to say, like, from a fan base perspective, a guy that loves the NFL draft, my favorite event in all of sports, as well as the Lions fans just wanting to continue to have that connection with their team, have that behind the scenes look, as well as just, are they not putting it out because the last couple years maybe they haven't got their perfect scenarios, or did some things happen behind the scenes that they don't want to show? I mean, I'm pretty sure you can edit most of that out and make it look really good, but the fact that we're just getting nothing behind the scenes, no inside looks, all that does is fire up your fan base about, man, like, look at the excitement from Dan Freaky Campbell for Tyleek Williams. Like, we love Tate Ratledge. He's going to be a nasty beast, but man, that was their guard. They were targeting all along. They were able to get him. Hey, we get...
Impact confirmed. The Slayer has been activated.
Demonic threat level increasing.
Hold the line!
All the power of hell cowering before one man.
id Software presents Doom, The Dark Ages. Available now on Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and PC.
Rated M for mature.
This episode is brought to you by Principles. Are there limits to the U.S. government's debt growth? What will happen if the debts are not curtailed? What should policymakers or investors do? Those are urgent questions that legendary investor and New York Times bestselling author Ray Dalio addresses in his new book, How Countries Go Broke: The Big Cycle. The book comes out in June and is available for pre-order today, wherever books are sold.
Home means something different to everyone. But with Rocket Mortgage, home can mean even more. It can mean a college education, taming your high-interest debt, even a renovation. We've made it easier than ever to use your home equity. That home you worked so hard for, now it can work hard for you. Call 800-4ROCKET or visit rocket.com to find out more.
Rocket Mortgage, LLC, licensed in all 50 states. NMLSconsumeraccess.org, number 3030.
Morning decisions. A creamy mocha frappuccino drink? A sweet vanilla? Maybe a smooth caramel? Or that white chocolate mocha? Whichever you choose, delicious coffee awaits. Start your day with bottled Starbucks Frappuccino drinks. Pick up a bottle near you wherever you buy your groceries.
We off?
30 seconds of carefree bliss.
Oof, like wind in your hair carefree.
Oh, like using Clorox Disinfecting All-Purpose Cleaner in the home carefree.
Yes!
Like dog slobbing on the coffee table and cleaning it with Clorox Carefree?
He's on a roll now.
Spit toothpaste on the faucet?
You got it. You got it.
Peanut butter on the light switch.
Oh, spritz, spritz.
Spritz, spritz. Clorox, man. Clean feels good.
Okay, we're back.
Use as directed.
Ahmad Hassanian. Like in the sixth, like they love this guy. They think he's going to be an incredible prospect. They could not wait to get their hands on him and mold them. Like those are the type of things we want to see. So I just think not only does this need to come out, but we just need a consistent year after year. Like, I mean, I would assume what's Hard Knocks, 5-8 episodes, somewhere in that range. Like, can we get 3 to 5 episodes on the regular when it comes to Inside the Den that are actually, more than a puff piece, more than some default footage that we've already seen at camp or something like that? Like, that would be ideal. That would get people excited. And we can't just keep skipping the NFL draft. Yes, we have a better football team. I'm aware that the draft is no longer our Super Bowl, but for guys like me and the city and the state in general, the NFL draft is the lifeblood of your team. That's where you get your new young studs. That's where you get guys that are going to be here for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 seasons, lifelong alliance, things like that. So I just don't understand why the media group is consistently both ignoring this project, or why you teasing it weeks ago and then weeks and weeks go by and it's not dropping. Like, I assume me doing this rant and this call out that it'll probably drop like early mid-June, and it'll be a tremendous episode, and we'll be drinking it in, from top to bottom.
Drink it in, man.
But until that happens, it's like you skipped last year. You didn't put out anything that was that great. This year, it's been like, oh, meet our coaches, let's go overseas and show whatever they It's like nobody cares about that. Everybody wants to see not only NFL draft, but we want to see inside training camp. You want to get to know these players. You want to see the things you don't see or can't see. I just feel like they're really, you want to say they're pulling back the curtain, but they're pulling forward. They're closing the curtain on us, as a fan base, as well as just guys that, people that want to see that type of content and want to rally around their team and want to get going. So yeah, that's been disappointing. I mean, if I think about it, the other things that are going on with this team, this is kind of the dead period. Again, a lot of you, hyped up and got excited by my fantasy football Lions fantasy players episode, where I encourage you, like, go get in a couple leagues. And if you really love football, get in a couple really deep leagues where you got a mind for talent. You almost, like, in a weird way. Like, I watched a video on Barrett Carter, and I didn't know much about him, in my 32-team, 53-man roster where I'm the GM of the Detroit Lions on Reality Sports Online. I waited, late in the 5th round. Barrett Carter was at the top of the board. I kind of needed a linebacker. I waited. I was like, let me jump up and get this guy. Did a little bit of research. Just saw he's played a bunch at Clemson, makes a bunch of plays. Good kid. Just seemed like good value at that point. So I went and got him. Watched this behind the scenes on him in the draft episode. Man, just like the greatest kid, great family, 4th round pick. Cincinnati, like, couldn't have been more thankful. Had a lot of great people in his life. Like, I just really loved that pick so much more. So in a weird way, yeah, I mean, it's just fantasy football. It's just picks. It's not a big deal, but as I said, it's going to be the closest you get to sort of building your own team. And like in those reality sports online leagues, like, you're not only building your own team, like, you do latch onto these people because you're going to have them for 4, 5, 6 years, just like an NFL draft pick. You want them to ball out. You got to skew it a little bit because it's fantasy football, but there is that sense of wanting to have, again, I draft people because I hope they score good fantasy points, but I want fun players to watch. I want good character guys. I want productive players and people. All those things you look for are reasons you make picks there too. So I know not only did people hit me up, but I really had a joy because Reality Sports Online, those deep leagues, it takes some work to kind of not only be the commish, but keep those rolling. But I love it when we get so many new people that have never tried Reality Sports Online. They jump in a league and they just can't believe the amount of fun trades you can do and building your roster and the draft and the free agent auction. Like, they just love it so much. So that's really cool. We have a lot of people hyped up too in a week for our Detroit Koolaid Cast slow draft that starts from scratch every year. So we'll be making those picks and having fun building our teams there in a couple weeks as well. But yeah,
This episode is brought to you by Factor. Optimize your nutrition this year with Factor, America's #1 ready-to-eat meal service. Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are dietitian approved, ready to eat in just 2 minutes. Choose from 40 weekly options across 8 dietary preferences like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, and Keto. Eat smarter at factormeals.com/listen50 and use code listen50 for 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. Factormeals.com/listen50, code listen50. T's and C's apply.
I already love same-day delivery with Shipt, but it's so much better since I signed up for Target Circle 360. Why? Because I no longer pay price markups from the majority of stores through Shipt. Only a handful of alcohol retailers and items don't count. That means no markups on groceries, pet food, even home goods and makeup. So to recap, I have more time to catch up on life while someone shops for me, and I spend less. It's a win-win. Order now at shipt.com/360. Terms apply.
This episode is brought to you by Amazon Business. How can you free up your team from time-consuming office tasks? Amazon Business empowers leaders to not only streamline purchasing, but better support their teams so they can focus on strategy and growth. Free up your teams and focus on your future. Learn more about the technology, insights, and support available at amazonbusiness.com.
This episode is brought to you by Hulu, presenting Paradise. Paradise is Hulu's critically acclaimed addictive drama series, starring Sterling K. Brown, Julianne Nicholson, and James Marsden. The Daily Beast calls Paradise your next TV obsession, and the New York Times says it's exhilarating in all the right ways. Paradise is for your Emmy consideration in all categories, including Outstanding Drama Series. For more information, visit fyc.hulu.com.
Hank's the family fixer, always with his tool belt. But living with prostate cancer, he needed help. He asked his doctor about Xtandi enzalutamide. Xtandi 40 milligram tablets treats men with prostate cancer that has spread to other parts of the body and responds to a medical or surgical treatment to lower testosterone. Xtandi may cause serious side effects: seizure, a brain condition called PRESS, allergic reactions, heart disease that can lead to death, falls and bone fractures, swallowing problems, or choking that can lead to death. Stop Xtandi and get medical help at once if your face, tongue, lip, or throat start swelling. Tell your doctor at once if you faint, have a seizure, quickly worsening headache, decreased alertness, confusion, vision problems, chest pain or discomfort, or shortness of breath. Xtandi can cause harm to an unborn baby or miscarriage. Use birth control during and 3 months after Xtandi. Common side effects include muscle and joint pain, feeling unusually tired, hot flashes, constipation, less appetite, diarrhea, high blood pressure, bleeding, falls, fractures, and headache. Talk to your doctor and visit Xtandi.com.
I mostly just want to say, man, if you love the draft, if you love these NFL videos, there's nothing better than your own home team having one. But some of these other videos, I mean, what did I watch? Giants have one, the Raiders. I was able to see, who else was there? Baltimore's was interesting. Indy. Quite a few others. I'm not going to ramble them all down. But, the way... What's crazy, too, is we take for granted that there's so many people in this draft process. So for us to sit back here, yes, it's fun to rant and rave, and yeah, we got opinions, but every time I see a draft room and there's just like 30 to 50 people that this is what they do all year long. They travel all around the country, they watch players, they talk to everybody under the sun, they have FBI agents that do deep dives on these guys' character, their background, their history. They have people that are just manning the trades. They have people that are making calls. They have folks that are, their sole focus is just know all the other team needs. When do we need to trade up? When can we go back? What do we do? So I don't take it for granted, because we do sit here in the DTO scouting office with at Chops in the D and myself and Logan Lamorandier and people, and we make fine picks. We don't know their medical, we don't know their history, but we can make fine picks just sitting here on our couch and watching on TV and having fun that way. But you have to lean towards these guys know so much more than we do. They have so many more resources. Everybody rowing in one direction to try to get for them what are the best players at the best value at the best spots in the draft. And I think the Lions feel they continue to get their type of guys at what's good value for them, and they have a great team of people as well. And some of these teams are very everybody has different boards. They have different ways of going about it. I even noticed some sort of have a little bit more of a small group where they really keep it within 3 to 5 people, even though there's a ton of other people in the room. A lot of collaboration. What do you think about this player? Hey, what's the take on this guy? Like, how do you feel about his upside, his character? Can he move people in the run game? There's just so many. It's almost like a big think tank where the GM has to ask all the right questions, get a lot of opinions, and then sort of decide what's best for the franchise, the team, current team, the future team, and then also what does he want to do? He's the ultimate decision maker, so that's not easy. But when you have all those pools of resources, to me it's, and this is going to sound crazy, but it's true, like the way that I go about my draft process is like I'm just soaking up information as I can and as much as I can and in different ways. So I'll read up on different guides. I got my different podcasts I listen to. I'll pull up some video rankings. I look at some mock drafts. I kind of do all that, and I gather what people are saying about certain players and where they have them ranked. And sometimes I'll hear like, I don't really like this guy. And like for me, I've watched his tape, highlights on YouTube, and I'm like, I love the way that guy plays. Like he pops off the film. He looks like a dynamic football player, even though this guy over here said he didn't like him. So, I throw that out. Whereas other guys will say like, I heard this guy, not very good character or not a hard worker. And so, yeah, you can't see that on the film. So that goes into my brain of like, if he's there, that's definitely a guy that I'm more apt to pass on or push down the draft board, things like that. So it's a similar process. You just don't have people, even friends, buddies and people come to me and they tell me all this stuff about people they like and players the Lions should draft. I take it all into account. And then when it comes draft day, me and Chops and Logan and a bunch of people, we all try to make our best decision of who would we take, why, is it worth moving down, is it not? I mean, all that type of stuff is very intriguing. And at the end of the day, you see how it shakes out. I mean, the Reality Sports Online 5-round, 32-team, 53-player draft I did, there was so many little, hey, would you be willing to trade down? What would you want? Oh, no, that's too much. I'll stay put. There are tons of guys I took that I had no targets on. I didn't plan to get them. I didn't think I would get them. Or in some ways didn't really have them as a targeted guy in my mind, but then when they follow the board, hey, I need this, that looks good, I traded that pick, you end up taking and ends up shaking out different than you thought.
It's a real privilege to be able to travel and to see different places, taking yourself out of comfortable positions and challenging yourself.
No one builds a legacy by standing still. Start your journey at remova.com.
You need a vacation, so why not come play in LA?
Fill your days with fun and let Los Angeles dazzle you with iconic landmarks, epic scenery, and stunning coastlines. And when the sun goes down, it's the perfect place to enjoy world-class dining and nightlife. Let play lead the way and soak up all this city has to offer. Start planning your LA getaway now at visitcalifornia.com.
This episode is brought to you by Enterprise Mobility. From fleet management to flexible truck rentals to technology solutions, Enterprise Mobility helps businesses find the right mobility solutions so they can find new opportunities. Because if your business is on the road, they want to make sure it's on the road to success. Enterprise Mobility, moving you moves the world. Find your road at enterprisemobility.com.
Hey Ryan, that was a fast trip. It was like you teleported.
Yeah, just got in. I'll get all my expenses logged, I promise.
Oh, no, you're okay. SAP Concur uses advanced AI, so your expense report will practically write itself. Quite the breakthrough. It's like we've been teleported into the future.
All right.
So, just curious, would you give us written permission to convert your matter into energy patterns and reassemble you at, say, random travel destinations?
Margaret, are you building a teleporter?
No. Yes.
SAP Concur helps your business move forward faster. Learn more at concur.com.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Commercial Insurance. Business owners, meet Progressive Insurance. They make it easy to get discounts on commercial auto insurance and find coverages to grow with your business. Quote in as little as 6 minutes at progressivecommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company. Coverage provided and serviced by affiliated and third-party insurers. Discounts and coverage selections not available in all states or situations.
Moving forward. So I love it all. I cannot wait until the Lions put out their Inside the Den draft episode. I'm hoping we get a deep dive on training camp this year. I hope all of you are in the Michigan weather in general has been crazy across the country, but you know, we've had beautiful weather, cold. It's nice here on the holiday. I hope you guys have plans either with family or friends, or you know, sometimes life gets so crazy it's just nice to chill back, you know, just kind of have either a low-key group or be by yourself, or have a low-key weekend, so that's cool too. But if you get a chance, I'm always a proponent, get a couple burgers on the grill. I know some of you guys like to do ribs. I'm a big steak guy. I like to throw a steak on the grill outside, get that going with some potatoes and some veggies. That's tremendous. But Memorial Day, of course, is a great time to get away and be with family. Shout out to all of our veterans, all the people that keep us safe, as well as just this is like the kickoff to summer. So you get the barbecue grill going, you're around some people you enjoy, you kind of kick back, relax. Before you know it, we'll be into great weather in June. July 4th is there. Next thing you know, it's football. Mid to late July, they hit training camp, and the Lions will be playing the first game of the season, the Hall of Fame game, as well as flipping back around and having a hell of a training camp. They got a great schedule. I can't wait to go to the first home game against Benedict Johnson and the Chicago Bears. Shout out to my guy at Joey Sports Guy, Joey Christopoulos. I know we'll be talking some smack before that game, having a bunch of fun. But everybody, I'm going to keep this short because it's a holiday weekend. I got stuff to do. But I wanted to get you another one of those Kool-Aid packets. I hope you enjoyed. Drink it in, double-sided cornbread. We'll catch you for the flagship dropping Wednesday morning. The plan is to have Logan Lamorandier from Detroit Lions on SI, Sports Illustrated repping. But Logan's our dude. He's got takes. Sometimes he's kind of half and half. A lot of times he knows his stuff, though. He lets us play gimmicks. He lets us joke around with him. And he's just a great dude. Very busy guy, top to bottom. But anytime we can get him on and just talk Lions football, it's a real enjoyment and a pleasure for us. But I know Logan, it's a way for him to get away from life's craziness and just talk ball, laugh, and have some fun. So everybody, make sure you check out that episode. You go back to the archives. I was looking at recently. Let me pull this up real quick. 650 plus episodes of the Detroit Koolaid Cast, going all the way back to like 2018, I think, is when this show started. It's now 2025. Started out with one random show every blue moon, then it was a couple times a week, once a week. Now we're up to 3 shows. A lot of
This episode is brought to you by Honda. When you test drive the all-electric Prologue SUV, there's a lot that could impress you about it. There's the generous passenger space, the clean, thoughtful design, and the intuitive technology. But out of everything, what you'll really love most is that it's a Honda. Visit honda.com/EV to see offers.
Shaq here, spinning fast-acting pain relief with Icy Hot. Ice works fast, heat makes it last. Icy Hot, you're so back.
So, you just started using LinkedIn Premium. Now what? Well, on your premium company page, you noticed around 7.5 times more page engagement and 5 times more page views. Well done. And now, new clients are messaging you. All because you're using LinkedIn Premium, which helps you get the business growth you want. Think big, small business. Think big. Start your free trial at linkedin.com/premium small business. That's linkedin.com/premium small business.
Saturday presents, in the red corner, the undisputed, undefeated Weed Whacker Guy. Champion of hurling grass and pollen everywhere. And in the blue corner, the challenger, extra strength Saturday. Eye drops that work all day to prevent the release of histamines that cause itchy allergy eyes. And the winner by knockout is Saturday. Saturday, bring it on.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. I don't know if you knew this, but anyone can get the same premium wireless for $15 a month plan that I've been enjoying. It's not just for celebrities. So do like I did and have one of your assistants switch you to Mint Mobile today. I'm told it's super easy to do at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.
Fun gimmicks that have been created out of the clear blue sky, just totally organic. The millions and millions of the people.
And the people consist of the millions.
Have come along for the ride. We can't thank you enough for all the support, all the ad sponsors that we get, the people that just support the Detroit Lions, everything they do, going from like a laughable franchise to now a team that has one goal and one goal only, and that's to win a Super Bowl this year in 2025 and moving forward. So everybody, that's what I got. Thank you so much for tuning in, supporting the show, repping the show, sharing the show. And we'll catch you Wednesday for that Detroit Koolaid Cast flagship with Logan Lamer and Deer. Everybody, I'm out.
I think Derek and the crew, man, just take accountability of what you haven't done, all right? I mean, I will admit you guys put out some good content early on. I think you guys got a little complacent and just kind of let the gas off a little bit. So, let's put your foot back on the gas, get back to work, and let's drop an Inside the Den video. But you guys do need to take accountability. I can actually understand, I wouldn't have said it this harsh, but, the language was a little harsh. But, I mean, come on, man. Like, you guys got to take accountability and do what's the best for the organization. So you guys need to just get back to work and put out some good content like you guys can do, man.
Cornbread! Cornbread!